Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and it's time to take a look at the weekly finds. Now, if you're new to this segment, this is a week-long toy hunt that I do, where I go around to all these various stores, and when I find something cool and interesting, I take a picture of it, and at the end of the week, I compile all the pictures together, and we can see what we got. And starting off, I like to look at the Funko Pops. They're so cute. And at Target, I found the Donatello Art Series Pop. And this is the last of the turtles for the art series, and he is pretty neat. He was nice, and that nice plastic case box. He had Donatello heads all over him, and he had a nice purple bow. That was cool, but I was also surprised to find a Splinter. The art series Splinter also came out at Target, and he was kind of a weird little burgundy, purplish, maroon kind of thing. He had Splinter heads on him, and a nice little yellow belt. It's neat. It's artsy if you're looking for that. And here they are all together. You with Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and Splinter. So Target's really stocking up on the art series if you're interested in this line of pops. But not to be outdone, Shredder comes in swinging with this awesome Target exclusive box set with a t-shirt and this diamond Shredder. And what a diamond pop is, it's a pop that is all glittery, and Shredder here was kind of like a black diamond, which is all dark and glittery. Could be dark purple, I couldn't really tell, but he looked really cool, so I think he's probably going to be going pretty fast. So if you have a chance and you're looking for him, go to Target real quick and pick him up. Also for box set pops, I found the Hobgoblin. This is part of the Target exclusive line that was with Spider-Man, Doc Ock, Black Cat, and Hobgoblin here. And this particular one comes with the exclusive t-shirt, and this particular pop glows in the dark. So I think that would be really neat. If you want to have him on a shelf somewhere at night and have him glowing. I always thought glowing stuff was pretty creepy no matter what it was. You know, that's just me. So if you're looking for him, head out to Target. And down the clearance aisle, I found some awesome What If Funko Pops. You got the Zombie Captain America and the Zombie Iron Man. Zombie Captain America, $8.78 at Walmart on clearance. That's not too big a drop, but the Zombie Iron Man at $5, yeah, that was a pretty good deal. So that's almost like half off. If you're looking for these, check out your clearance aisles at your Walmart. You might be surprised that you find these grotesque little guys. At Walmart, down the entertainment aisle, I found some more of those mini Epics figures we found a couple months ago, and this is from the Lord of the Rings movies, and they are cartoony versions of them. You had Gimli here and the Witch King, and I mean, if you look close at Gimli, I'm sure he's in there somewhere, but it was kind of weird, and the figures are kind of oblong and cartoony. So again, we saw Gandalf and Saruman the last time, so here's two more to add to that collection. And if you're looking for these, check out Walmart. Down the Walmart clearance aisle, I found the Netflix Stranger Things 11 and Hopper. Now, we saw these two figures a couple months ago, and I had found them at Target. This is the Walmart version, and this particular set went for initially $60, but now they're on clearance and they go for $45. And you may be asking yourself, what in the world is Walmart charging $60, even $45 for $20 figures? Well, at Walmart, these two figures came in a box set, including an actual cassette tape. If you take a look at the back of the box, you can see that it comes with a cassette, and it has seasons 1 and 2 of the Stranger Things soundtrack on it, and basically has songs from The Clash, The Bangles, Duran Duran, Devo, Bon Jovi, Cyndi Lauper, and a whole bunch more. But I don't know if throwing in an actual cassette tape, which not a lot of people still have cassette players, is worth shooting the price up by additional $30. But hey, that's up for you to decide. And if you're looking for it cheap, again, I found mine down the Walmart clearance aisle for $45. And that's all I'm going to say about that strange things going on there. At Target, down the entertainment aisle, I found the new Mcfarland Toys Netflix Witcher figures. Now, they have released Witcher figures previously, but that was based on like comics, I think the Wild Hunt series, but these two particular ones are based on the cool Netflix series with Henry Cavill. And you have Geralt of Rivia there, and you have the Bard Jasker. I like the concept of having like 7-inch figures based on Netflix shows. Thought about picking them up, but I don't really have the time or the money to start a new line. But if you're interested in them, check out Target. Also at Target, in the NECA section, I found Gremlins 2, the new batch, the ultimate Greta, the female Gremlin. And she was, I have no idea how to describe how she was. I thought she was just so freaky when she came out when I first watched Gremlins 2, the new batch. And the figure is no exception. You can see her there on the front of her box, you know, looking all seductive, I guess, for a Gremlin. And when you open her up, you have a nice picture of her on the left, and you can actually see the figure in there with her chemical compound that turned the Gremlin into a girl. And you can see she has some immensely long arms. That's so freaky. I don't know if Gremlin's arms are supposed to be that long. I haven't really noticed, but for some reason they just stand out on her. But anyway, if you're looking for this weird little female Gremlin, she's hitting shelves now. But that is not the only Gremlin I found this week at Target. Well, apparently it's still Christmas, because I also found the Christmas Gremlin. Spend a Merry Christmas with Gremlins. And you can see it is a Gremlin dressed in a Santa costume, and he has a little bag on his back, and you see Gizmo there with a candy cane, and they're going down a chimney, and it says Gremlins on the bottom. And when you open up the box, you have a similar picture on the left, and then you actually have the figure on the right, and he looks ghastly. But I really thought about picking this up because every year I put a Gremlin in my Christmas tree, and I think it's the funniest thing. And if I had a Santa Gremlin in there, I don't know, that would be even more funnier. So you can see he's got a candy cane, the Santa suit's cloth goods, got a little Gizmo up there, and that is just a neat little figure. So if you're looking for him, I'm sure he's going to go real quick. He's at Target in the NECA section. And I just can't seem to get out of the NECA section when I go. I also found the Gargoyles Thalog. Thalog? I don't know. I never watched the Gargoyle show, but I think these toys are cool. This is basically the alternate Goliath. You know, you can even tell because his name is Goliath spelt backwards. And it's basically, I would say, a repaint with longer hair. You can see him standing there on the cover of the box, and if you open up the flap, you can see a nice picture of him there on the left, and the figure to the right, again, reminds me a lot of Goliath. I think it has a lot of the same stuff that came with him. It's just in a darker gray marbly color. So he is hitting shelves right now. If you're interested, for Star Wars, the Black Series, I found a new Bad Batch figure. We have Wrecker. Now, I can't remember if he's been out before, but he is hitting the shelves in large quantities again, or for the first time. I'm not really sure. So if we've seen him before, sorry for the repeat, but if not, hey, it's another clone. For He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Netflix series, I found the Power Attack Man-at-Arms and the Power Attack Trapjaw. Now, I know I found the larger Man-at-Arms before, but I think this is the first time I've actually found the Power Attack one, and he looked pretty neat. And the Trapjaw just looks creepy. Got that weird jaw, looks like a huge suction thing. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like he has an arm cannon. We can shoot some missiles or have an effect. I don't know. But again, I really like this series. Toys are pretty cool. For DC Multiverse, I found the Batman series, The Penguin. And this is supposed to be Colin Farrell, and he looks really good as the Penguin, I guess. Doesn't have any real defining traits. I mean, he's got the dark hair, and he might be short, and maybe a pointy nose. I don't know. I'll have to watch the movie. I'm sure I'll like it, but for the most part, this is kind of a mediocre figure for me, I guess. Also from this wave, I found the Bruce Wayne, and he kind of looks like a, I don't know, a mugger or something. He's got this dark coat on and some gray pants. He's got a backpack, wearing like a bandana over his face, and you can kind of see his beady eyes sticking up there. So, I don't know. Again, not too impressed with the figure, but I'm sure it has its place and has a big part in the movies. And the last figure I found in this wave of the Batman is the Batman, and this was actually a pretty cool costume. I really like the way this toy came out, and if this is an accurate representation of the costume in the movie, I think I'm gonna love it. I love the size of those ears. I think those are really good, and you know, the suit itself looks like motorcycle gear. But, you know, it's a Batman costume. It's supposed to be black, and you got the bat symbol there on his chest. It looks like it's made of the gun. I think I'd heard rumors that it's going to be the gun that killed his parents, and I don't know. Kind of looks like a bat. In addition to the ears, one of the other things I look for in my Batman figures is the chest emblem, and I really don't like it. I can see what they're trying to do, but it's not a bat. And the last thing I found for DC Multiverse this week was the Deluxe figure Swamp Thing, and this guy was huge. His box was so big and so wide. I mean, I almost had to like grab it with both hands to pick it up. And he's in there. I think this guy's like 12, 13 inches. And he comes with a couple accessories. Not too much, but what he lacks in accessories, he makes up for in sculpt and detailing. This guy looks awesome. If you see him in the store, pick him up, take a close look at him. He's like $40. I really wasn't interested because I didn't get anywhere to put him, and I never really read Swamp Thing. I did like the movie though back in the day, but anyway, this was him. I found him at Target, and just to give you a idea of how big he is, here he is beside a regular DC Multiverse figure, and yeah, that's just huge. He's like twice the size. So if you're looking for him on the shelf, you can't miss him. For Marvel Legends, down the clearance aisle at Target, I found two awesome Fantastic Four figures, the Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic, on clearance for $11.49. That's like half off of a Marvel Legends. And I'll tell you a secret, I left them on the shelf. But if the Thing and if the Invisible Woman were there, I would have bought all four of them, and I would have had the Fantastic Four in my collection. This is a great deal. And finally, for Transformers this week, I found the Studio Series 8612 Coronation Starscream, and he was a leader class, and he came in a big box. And this is where we're getting into the whole closed box thing. We saw it with Rodimus Prime, and now we see it here with Starscream, and I really don't like it, but Hasbro made a promise not to use plastics, so this is the only way that they can ship out their figures to make sure they're secure and no one steals out of them, just to put them in a big cardboard box. But taking a look at the figure here, you see he's in a nice huge box. Nice picture of Starscream on the cover there with his hand out. Who disrupts my coronation? And then, you know, standard decorations on the box. And if you turn around the back, you can see product shots. You can see him standing there with all of his new gear, jet mode, and stuff like that. So the thing about this is this Starscream is pretty much the Earthrise Starscream that we reviewed last year. And the only difference is his hands are now articulated. They can open. And he has a chair. He has two new null rays that will fit differently on his arm. He has some shoulder pads, a crown, and a cape. So I looked at this and I thought about it, and I love the 86 Transformers, the movie series, but I didn't want to pay $50 for a crown, a cape, null rays, shoulder pads, and a chair. I'd much rather get all that stuff in like an accessory pack, but you know, this is what they did. Same figure, slightly more articulation. I decided to pass on it, but if you're looking for it, $50, you might find him at Target or Walmart, hitting the shelves now. And finally, what I did pick up was this awesome Kingdom Blaster, and I was very happy to find him on the shelves, and I do plan on reviewing him way on down the road. It's going to be a while. We still got a few more to do to stay on a weird schedule in my head. But anyway, if you're looking for Blaster, he's hitting shelves now. And that's pretty much it for the things I found this week. But before I sign off, I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys see the Hasbro Pulse live stream with Transformers on Friday? If you missed it, then you miss the awesome reveal of the Studio Series Sludge. But I got plenty of pictures, so here he is now, and this guy looks awesome. He is so much sludge. I love it. Here you see him in his Brontosaurus mode, or Brachiosaurus, whatever you want to call him. Technically, he was still a Brontosaurus back in the 80s. Yeah. So this is cool. You got his mouth open, rawr, looking all angry, and that's neat. And here he is in robot mode, and that is awesome. He's got his classic gun, and wings look a little short, but that is kind of one of the things with this Studio Series. They don't really put a lot of emphasis on the wings. And here's a picture of him actually being held, so that's kind of what he looks like in hand. And here he is with the other Studio Series Dinobots, Slag and Grimlock, and he looks really cool. They're marching into battle. Rawr! They all got their little mouths open, ready to chomp some Decepticons. And here's the box, so that looks pretty neat. Again, leader class, it's gonna be closed like Starscream was, but it's gonna be awesome. Definitely want to pick this up. And I hope that they give us Swoop and Snarl. Now, I could understand if they stopped with Sludge, because he was one of the original 3. Snarl and Swoop didn't come out till later. However, this is based on the 86 movie, and Swoop and Snarl, even though it was for a little bit, were in that movie. I don't know. I hope we get them all. I'd buy them all, but you never can tell what Hasbro's going to do. So I guess all we can do is sit back and wait and watch. All right, guys, that is it. That's the video. I hope you found some of the things I found interesting, and I hope you have a great week coming up. And until next time, keep playing.